魚になって泳ぐブルーの未来地図と45度の光の海見えるものそれだけにとらわれないでねこんな気持ちのまま走ってゆこう怠けてる時もそうじゃない放う歌ばじり調子いい日もそうじゃない日もそれはそれで毎日宝物だからAmazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear.
How's it going, everybody? This music is really loud for me, so I'm gonna turn it down. Yeah, let's turn that down. What's going on? Good to have everyone here. All three of you. Regu, good to have you here. 24 or 224R. Yeah, we're streaming. Today it's time for Story Series. Not a lot of people... I feel like not a lot of people know what that is. Let me just make sure everything is running okay here. I think that I can turn this up here. This can remain the same. Let me know how the music sounds, if it's garbage or if it's not. I can fix that. Yeah, we're streaming. This is the first entry in Story Series, the first live entry in Story Series. So it's sort of, kind of, possibly a special occasion, a special stream. This is something that I've been planning for, again, a long time. And it's just nice to actually have it come into fruition. Now, it could very well be an absolute disaster, a train wreck, a horrible mess, but I have my fingers crossed in my hoodie pocket. Both of my fingers are crossed inside my hoodie pocket, so let's, I forgot to turn my, my AC off. Let me turn that off, because that can be a little loud. And to be totally honest, I'm actually a little bit chilly. It's the first time I've actually, like, felt the need to put on a hoodie since what? I don't even know. April, maybe? Like, it's just been so long. It's been so burning hot outside this past while, so... Nice to actually have some cool weather. Somewhat cool weather, because it's, like, straight up raining outside. Regu asks, so did you already pick one of the suggestions? Also, the music choice is fine. Thank you. I picked multiple. But see, that's the thing, like, I did not write as much as I wanted to. Work got the better of me, and I just wasn't able to write as much as I wanted to. I sort of wrote the beginning scene-ish, like maybe a quarter of the beginning scene. That's just about it. There was a couple of entries that I did kind of take into account when writing, but none of them I haven't even capitalized on any of the suggestions yet, to be totally honest. And that's what this stream is for. That's what we're going to be doing today. There's a couple of things, like, one of the bigger suggestions was that the character was going to have blue hair. That is a key essential element to the main character. Another thing is that there is sort of a war. We're on the brink of war, or there is a war, but I haven't... In my head, that is kind of the backbone. That is something that is happening in the background of this story. And then it serves purpose to our characters. So that is also going on, which is cool. We have Sohiri Walid here. Read Jujutsu Kaisen. It's sick, and it's on Jaimini's box. I haven't heard of either of those. Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know what that is. I'll check it out, sure. Read it. I haven't read a manga in a while. It's been a little while. Actually, I was reading this last night. This is some random manga I picked up a long time ago. Planets, or Planets, however you want to say it. This is a really interesting... I don't know, like, I really like the dialogue. I really like the character interactions. I've only got maybe 10 pages in. I was really enjoying it. I thought it was actually really fun. It's a good little read. So, yeah. That's like the last manga that I was kind of reading. Regu says, I feel like with the protagonist suggestion, you could put that with any of the other stories. Kind of. Because him having blue hair isn't just an aesthetic thing. It's not just him having blue hair. It is a part of his character. It is important to the story that he has blue hair. Because Neko-chan, she dropped a suggestion in that video mentioning that basically, like, he's a part of a tribe. She would like to see the main character a part of some kind of a tribe. And that kind of plays into effect of the story in a way, or at least to what I have planned. But what I have planned in my head means nothing. That means never fear, because Lev is here. Good to have you here, Lev Ortiz. Thank you for joining in on the stream. Joshua Bell as well. I see you here. Thank you for joining in. But yeah, there's anything that I have thought of in my head means nothing, because everything can change right here during this stream. Like, everything I say, it doesn't even matter, because we're trying to it's our story, you know, and we're trying to incorporate everyone's ideas. And I have ideas in my head of how I would like to see the series go, but that doesn't even matter. That doesn't matter, because we're having fun here. I'm not taking it. I'm trying not to take it super seriously. I'm trying to just have fun, you know, but it's kind of difficult sometimes when it comes to, like, because I'll start writing something, I'm like, wow, this is kind of good. Maybe I shouldn't, you know, write this with other people. Maybe I should just take this for myself. I would never, ever do that, but it's just, I'm not even going to lie. Like, there were so many drafts. There were, like, at least 7 or 8 drafts that I had of the specific part that I wrote, and that... Some of those drafts were, like, really good, or at least I thought that they were really good, and I don't know. It just maybe they weren't flowing right for a bigger audience. I'm not quite sure. It's difficult. It's difficult to write something that takes multiple ideas from different people and then somehow utilizes all of them and actually flows correctly and actually. But again, like I just did not get to write enough, and I didn't get to implement as many suggestions as I wanted to. But that again is what this stream is for. How's everybody doing today? We have 6 people watching. That is good to know. Go Senpai. Sure. I'll be Senpai. The anime is really good. The anime of Jujutsu Kaisen. I was thinking we were going to vote on which suggestions we would do, but doing sample drafts are pretty good. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, it's not exactly... Because if I vote, then there's a winner. You know what I mean? And I don't want it to be that way. I don't want it to be like... Oh, I voted on Regul's suggestion, or I voted on Neko-chan's suggestions, so that's the one that's going to make it in the story. All of the other ones, nope. Like, I don't really want it to be that way. I kind of want to try my very best to implement all of the ideas, and just some might not make the cut. Or maybe parts of those ones that didn't make the cut are somehow sprinkled into the story. I think that's kind of the way to do it. Because, again, voting kind of leaves a lot of people out. Because... I'm not going to lie, there were ideas that were better than others. There were suggestions that were better than others. And I could easily take those suggestions and only write with those suggestions, but that's not fun. You know, I want to have everyone be a part of the story. I vote for aliens who are fairies. Aliens who are fairies. That is interesting. I don't, man, in my head, like, it would be so hard to implement aliens into this story. It would be so difficult. But again, yeah. What is going on, Neko-chan? Good to have you here. We got Lev, we got Neko-chan, we got Regu, and Joshua Bell, Sohiri Wa. We got some good people here. We got the good crowd here. I didn't want to start reading what I have written yet until more people came, but honestly, if you guys are ready, I can read the little bit that I have. I need some more chill music. This is good, but it's not chill. I don't have my keyboard plugged in, so I can't. Okay. Chill. We'll go with our chill music playlist like we always do. That's more my mood, my aesthetic right now. Let me see if I can find something that's good. You know, that fits what we're trying to do here. Sure, we'll do this one. This could probably work. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's what we do on this stream. Okay. Hello, young Neko. To start, shout out Serlinia entry was very fun and really good. Like, gosh, I wanted to see all of them happen. Well, except the drama. Just made me draw ideas for each one, and I don't know, made me smile. That's good to know, Neko-chan. Good shout out there. I hope Serlinia ends up making it into the stream. -1 anime OST. What is that, Neko? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh yeah, books. Yeah, so I just recently unpacked all my stuff. As you know, I've been moving around a lot this summer, and we put our stuff into storage, and I wasn't able to get it out until now. And yeah, this is all of my manga. I had My Hero out because of the review, but this is everything here. This is the first time I've ever been able to display all of my manga. And I think it looks kind of nice. I think it looks kind of good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy about it. It's just nice to actually, it feels like a room now. It doesn't feel empty. Because it used to just be like a empty, just husk here. And now it's so much more. So yeah. Let me open this louder. Shoto is cool. Yes, indeed. My baby Shoto. People who think that it is a alien, but they turned out to be fairies. That could work. Or the other way around, you know, the other way around. Maybe I think the other way around actually works a little better. Having them be everyone think that they're friendly little fairies, but they turn out to be like devilish aliens. I think that could work. Sarlinia had some really good suggestions. Yeah, definitely. Like he or she, I don't quite know, was very prepared, very very prepared. Definitely gave the most. I like how she can. I'm sorry. So Linnea sounds like a girl to me. I don't whatever. I like how they gave like multiple suggestions for different types of stories. So if I'm writing a drama, I can put that in there. Writing a fantasy, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna take a couple of those I could take and drag into what we're writing. I didn't see or read it. You should. It's one of the comments on the last story series video. Yeah. Are you guys ready for me to read a little bit? Because again, it's not much. It's like maybe like a 2-minute read. Let me get my phone here. I have it all on my phone. So yeah, if you guys are ready, let me know, and then I'll start reading what I have. This is, by the way, I'm not the best writer, so it might turn into garbage. It might be garbage. Sorry. So we'll see how that goes. You know, we'll see. You'll be my critics for sure. Yeah, just let me know when you're ready. I see that Regu is ready. Let the story begin. Regu's body is ready. For once, I actually have a cup. What am I doing? I never drink from cups on stream. I always drink straight out of the bottle, but I always thought that was rude, so... Okay. Everyone seems to be ready. No body be holy? I'm not even sure what that means. Yeah. I guess we're going with this. Here we go. I hope I sound okay, and I hope that the music isn't over masking me, but whatever. It's actually bothering me. I can't read while hearing that. You know, we'll just turn it off for a second, and I'll read it, and then I'll put it back on. Okay, here goes nothing. This is the first time I've ever read publicly to anybody, so that's kind of scary. And, yeah. Just another note is that it is written in sort of screenplay form. It's not exactly like a novel. I'm not writing a novel here. This is in my head. I know it's up to you guys whatever it turns out to be, but in my head it is a manga. That's kind of what I write. That is my style of writing. So that is the way that I presented the story. The story, as of right now, this could very well change, is called Blue Age. The story that we're writing right now is called Blue Age. You guys can change the name of it. That is up to you. That might have a voting process behind it, because that is a little bit difficult to take suggestions for the title of the story, but it is called right now Blue Age. So yeah. Regu, I feel like my suggestions isn't going to make it in, since it seems so different compared to the other suggestions. Again, I haven't even taken any suggestions yet. This is just me starting something where I can insert suggestions. There's like maybe small little things. Don't even worry about it. Joshua Bell likes the name. Seems like Lev does as well. Blue Age. Everyone seems to like it. Okay, good. So that's what it's called for right now, at least. We could change it later if it doesn't fit within the parameters of the story. Okay. This is a rough draft too, just to let you know. But I'm going to start reading now. A train rushes by a crowded station. Hustle and bustle mask the sounds of the train's clashing steel as it begins to stop. "Run after him!" a man in a trench coat shouts as a kid with bright blue hair runs through the crowd of commuters. "Damn it, Bosco! You said you had a clear shot! He's too fast! I can't risk hitting a bystander!" The kid runs to the edge of the station to hide behind one of its large columns. He pulls out and scrolls through his smartphone. "Heh, this ought to fool them," the blue-haired kid says. Suddenly, his hair goes from blue to brown via his phone. He then casually walks out the train station and into Kingston, a massive city of steel and brick. White clouds shroud and overcast the afternoon sky. The kid looks up, noticing the large towers, littering the entire city with it. He continues onward, entering Broker Square, a space populated with businesses as far as the eye can see. but he soon notices that the two men are still tailing him. So he quickly makes his way out of the crowd and into a music store. "Welcome to Musica, friend," the clerk says. Dubstep thumps as he glances out the window, seeing the men pass by and out of his vicinity. "Whew, that was too close for comfort." Back outside, the two men stop in the middle of the square. "We lost him," he says with anger as he looks towards his partner. "All because you were too spineless to shoot him." "I was too spineless to accidentally kill an innocent life. If it hadn't been for you jumping the gun back on the train, we'd still be following him. Watch yourself, young blood. You are speaking to a superior officer." And that's all I have. That's it. That's all I have. That's all I've written so far. And, yeah. that's Blue Age so far. I'm curious what you guys think. It's very small. Again, I tried to write a lot more. I apologize for not being able to write more. But yeah, that's the start of the story. A couple of suggestions that I definitely took was obviously the blue hair protagonist. It's the first suggestion that I took before story series even started. Sort of, I can't remember who said it. Let me go to the video actually and find the comments down there. I guess I could put the music back on. Find the comments down there, because there was one that I took, and I want to make sure to give credit where credit is due. Because there was one like idea I kind of led with one of the ideas there. So let me find it here. I think it might have been Serlinia, maybe not. Red Hair and Green Eyes, main female protagonist by Joshua Bell. That I feel like that's going to happen. Senpai can voice act, OMG. No, the protagonist doesn't have to be a he, by the way. I can totally change the gender. That is not a key essential element to his character. He could change gender, whatever you guys prefer. I just wrote him as a he because in my head this is kind of like a shonen story. There is a female character right now in my head. This blue-haired kid, which I don't even have a name for yet, so you guys could come up with that if you feel the need to, is trying to meet up with the second protagonist, the female protagonist. This isn't just a boys' party. There is going to be female characters involved. Good start. Okay, sounds interesting. Blue, yes. Blue should be his name. Red hair and green eyes, female protagonist. Red hair, green eyes, female protagonist. Yeah, definitely. She'll be like his partner. Okay, and what? I think maybe Neko-chan put something down here. Since Lev wants a character with blue hair, I thought, how about a village boy who was from a secret tribe? Of course, they all died from mysterious creatures, and we pass years later as we see a hooded person come into the big city with a bag. So yeah, right now we are in the big city, Kingston, this steampunk-esque sort of giant city, similar to like New York, but very like sort of Victorian. There's like lots of pipes and lots of big towers that emit steam. There's just a lot of steam involved. That's the big city. And I do have a plan for this guy to come in with a mysterious bag as well. So yeah, that's something that I took from Neko-chan there. I wanted to have a big city. Let's see what Serlinia had a few. So she said fantasy. The god of the forest takes on an abandoned human baby and raises it. Okay, I didn't take that one obviously because this is a fantasy, but it's not like super fantastical. It's not like, you know, there's dragons and stuff. Drama: a man owning a small pub in a big city, there it goes again, hires a mysterious young woman. Think Cheers, which I thought was really funny that you would compare that to what we're writing, but with mystery and a lot of random characters, and she mentions all the stuff. So there is going to be a pub. Right now, our main character, we'll call him Blue, is trying to meet up with this girl at this pub where they're going to meet a mysterious stranger that has this bag. That's what they're trying to do right now. But there are people after him. Yeah. And that's what I took from Serlinia there. I really like those ideas, but that was the one that I liked the most, I think, because I like kind of this. I'm kind of trying to write sort of a noir, kind of a steampunk, futuristic noir detective sort of story. I'm in the vein of like Full Metal Alchemist a little bit. I don't know if you guys are getting those vibes, but that's kind of what I thought of when starting. And BB here wanted to start the story during during wartime, and I wanted to do that, and I tried to do that, but it was just too hard. I just could not create context for the war. I couldn't create a reason for it to be there. But there is a war happening. There is a war, in another land that the government is involved with. These two people chasing after Blue are detectives. They're working for some kind of agency that could possibly have a hand in some conspiracies regarding the war as well. Bosco is sort of a main protagonist as well. This is the only character I named in this story because I just thought of the name Bosco and thought it was funny. And he has his partner Trenchcoat Man. That's what I have him as right now. But they're searching for this kid for a reason. This kid maybe has some kind of powers. I'm not quite sure. Maybe he's a part of some tribe that's mysterious. Let me read through this chat real quick. Blue eyes and crimson sharp eyes. Blue hair. Yeah, blue hair and crimson sharp eyes. I like that. That's cool. That's cool. I like that a lot. She falls in love with the blue guy. Maybe. I'm imagining the blue guy pretty young, like 12. Maybe like 13, 15 at the most. I'm imagining the girl like a lot older, like 17, 18. But again, this is your story. We figured out. I'm just confused on the fact that why he's getting chased by the cops. Yeah, that's. You guys need to alleviate that confusion. Why are they hunting after him? But that doesn't need to be explained right away. Right now we're in the middle of an action scene, and let's write our way. We're trying to get out of this scene, and then we can explain things later when he meets up with the red-haired lady. Yeah. I'm glad you like the steampunk aspect, Regu. That's something that I thought that kind of differentiates itself from most series that are ongoing right now. I'm kind of getting those vibes. That's good to hear. Blue escaped because he's from this tribe, which the government is having a war with the tribe. It can be a one-sided love. Yeah, maybe like Blue just has like a mad crush on this girl, and like she's just like, oh, shut up, dude, like that kind of guy. And Blue is set to have revenge on the government. I like that. Oh man, I'm trying to think. I don't know, like, where does a tribe... When I think tribe, I'm thinking, like, Native American, like, like, that kind of stuff. South American, kind of, like, crazy tribes in the jungle. Like, that's what I think of, and I don't think that really works in this context. But maybe I can make that work. I can make that work. Maybe he's a part of some kind of clan or some kind of a family. Maybe he's the last one. Maybe he has powers. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really kind of leaning into these powers, but I don't even know how that fits in there. Something that I also wanted to insert, and let me know what you guys... Welcome, BB. Good to have you here. I can reread the story again if people are just now joining. Something that I wanted to incorporate is... There's like... This is a steampunk city, but there is technology in the city. There are regular cars... maybe not, they don't look like regular cars, but they power like regular cars do. I mean, they're probably powered on steam, I guess. But they're cell phones. In the story, we see that the main character pulls out a cell phone and changes his hair color through his phone. I'm thinking there's some kind of app that gives him that ability. The next scene that I was planning on writing was that the detectives had guns, and to put them away, they pull out their smartphone and then they seal it away into the phone. Like the phone has the power to basically summon objects and things. Yeah, I don't really know if that makes sense or if it even needs to. I like to give this blue character a name, but I know very little about him. I agree with you, Regu. We don't know too much about him. It's good to have you here, BB. So Blue have powers. Maybe. You guys are writing it. I'm not writing it. It's like, I mean, I am writing it, but that's up to you. If you want to see him have powers, then let's do it. The tribe has a lot of gold, and the government wants to get it. I kind of like that. I like it being a materialistic thing. I like physicality in it. I like stories where there's like a physical thing. It's not like this grand, like, the world is at risk. No, the government is just mad shady and they want to steal some gold and make a lot of money. And this kid is sworn to protect it, maybe? That's kind of cool. I kind of like that, Joshua. Let me get a pen and paper and write some of these notes down so that I'll remember them when I start writing again. I thought I had some sharpening pencils over here. Let me choose a pen. I thought I had notebook paper, but I guess I don't. Actually, you know what? Something better to use is this. Check this thing out. This little Detective Pikachu notepad. Kind of cool, right? Kind of cool. That way I can bring it places and like I can look at it while I'm like on the train and stuff. Because that's legit where I do all of my writing is on the train. Thank you, Neko-chan. Change from tribe to clan. Yeah, I think so. Kind of. Maybe. I remember Hitman Reborn. Hitman Reborn? I don't know much about Hitman Reborn. I know the characters, that's about it. He is the Gold's Garden? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Joshua. Pikachu. And said Protag can change his identity through his phone. He can change the color of his hair through his phone. BB, if you want, I can read through the story again. If you did not catch the story, I can read through it again. It's something that we're still... it's very short, so it's easy for me just to read it again. If you want me to hear it... If you want to hear it, I can read it again. But let me write this down right here. Oh man, this pen is a piece of garbage. Oh, there's a drawing in here? What is that? I swear I did not write that. Huh. Well, that's certainly interesting. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back. And let me just tear those 2 pages out. Okay. Government is after gold. Blue. Protects. That's very basic. Right now it's very basic, but that's something that we can definitely expand upon. Let me write a note here, your name, so that I remember. Oops. Joshua. Okay. Okay, I will in just 1 second, BB. He is the protector of the gold. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. That's what I wrote, yeah. And Lev, you know it's true. No, it's not. Stop it. Stop it. Sorry. I feel like Cyrus would be a good name for this blue hair character. I do not hate that, Ragu. I like Cyrus a lot. I like Cyrus. I like Cyrus. I'm gonna write that down. Okay, let me read the story real quick for BB, and then BB, you know, she can weigh in on the Cyrus being the character's name. So yeah, let me read through the story again for you guys. By the way, we're gonna be writing this later on in the stream. Okay. So just a little FYI. Sorry, I can't speak right now. BB, the story is called Blue Age. What we're writing right now is called Blue Age, which I still really like, but that can change, obviously. Okay, so we're going to be reading it again. A train rushes by a crowded station. Hustle and bustle mask the sounds of the train's clashing steel as it begins to stop. "Run after him!" a man in a trench coat shouts as a kid with bright blue hair runs through the crowd of commuters. "Damn it, Bosco! You said you had a clear shot!" "He's too fast! He's too fast! I can't risk hitting a bystander!" Bosco replies to the trenchcoat man. The kid runs to the edge of the station to hide behind one of its large columns. He pulls out and scrolls through his smartphone. This ought to fool them. Suddenly, his hair goes from blue to brown via his phone. He then casually walks out of the train station and into Kingston, a massive city of steel and brick. White clouds shroud and overcast the afternoon sky. The kid looks up, noticing the large towers littering the entire city with it. He continues onward, entering the Broker Square, a space populated with businesses as far as the eye can see. But he soon notices that the two men are still tailing him, so he quickly makes his way out of the crowd and into a music store. "Welcome to Musica, friend," the clerk says. Dubstep thumps as he glances out the window, seeing the men pass by and out of his vicinity. Blue-haired kid says, "Phew, that was too close for comfort." Again, this is in screenplay form, so I just have the names and then the dialogue. I don't know if you ever... Yeah. I'll probably put it on the screen in a little bit. Back outside, the two men stop in the middle of the square. "We lost him," the trenchcoat man says with anger as he looks towards his partner Bosco. "All because you were too spineless to shoot him." "I was too spineless to accidentally kill an innocent life. If it hadn't been for you jumping the gun back on the train, we'd still be following him. Watch yourself, young blood. You're speaking to a superior officer." And that's all I have written. That's it. That is Blue Age so far. We have to introduce this protagonist first, the female protagonist first. The protagonist's parents were killed. Yeah, probably. That was your classmate's name? That's cool. We need a name for the female. Female protagonist will show up later on after we tell the backstory of Cyrus. Cyrus, our blue-haired boy. What if Sakura was his little buddy? Sakuri? He's a little sidekick? With how the phones give things or changes how about it does it with pixels? Like when his hair changes, pixels change, and the guns disappear with pixels. I like that a lot, Neko-chan. That's world building right there. I like that a lot. Maybe it's even called like pixelation or something. Like, yeah, I like that a lot, Neko-chan. You get points there for sure. I already thought of the female protagonist's name. I was thinking Octavia. I love these names. Regu is in the mindset of a steampunk story, and this is good. This is very good. Thank you, Regu. Octavia is cool. Octavia is real cool. I like that. Yeah. I was thinking Cleo. That's the name that I had in my head. But yeah. Let me write these down. Oh gosh. Okay. Cyrus. Man, my handwriting is so bad. I'm just gonna put these on separate notes. Is blue-haired kid. Okay, that's by Regu and Octavia. This pen is a disaster. I cannot use this. Oh my god. Maybe this one will work. Man, this is, I'm not even going to lie, this is becoming a disaster. I'm just going to put them in my phone because I cannot do this with writing. It's like, because then it's just going to be too messy. Okay, hang on guys. I'm so sorry. I'll just title this file as Blue Age Notes. Okay. And then we can add on to that. Oh, Quinfon's here? Nice to have you here. Let me go back. Your stuffed anime. The boy's parents are killed by the government. Probably. Or an animal. That could happen too. Quinfon is here. Thank you for joining. I love Octavia. That's good. Yes, Octavia. Hi, Quinn. Will the boy be with a kid gang protecting the gold? No. I think that the boy is alone. I think that his clan has perished. I think his clan is dead. And the clan that he was a part of, or his family possibly, were sworn to protect this gold. But the government killed all of them. And this kid holds the secret of where this gold is. And he's the last one. He's the last guardian of this gold. And he has his friend Octavia. That's like just his friend, just his partner that he meets one day or something. And she's there to help him too. But yeah, he is a lone wolf. I will read it again, Quinfon. Don't worry. We haven't started writing anything really. We're just coming up with ideas right now. Okay, let me just get through this chat and then I'll read it again. I'm not good with names. No worries. It's just Cyrus and Octavia right now. Do you guys mind telling me how... Okay, yeah. Aloy Fumi through Penchan. He's the last man in their clan. Yeah, like that. Maybe we will get an anime adaptation. Maybe we will, Joshua Bell. That's some wishful thinking, but I like it. What if the parents were brainwashed by the government to forget who they are? So when we're further in the story, we could have a very heartbreaking moment. Yeah. I kind of like that. I like that, BB. I don't know, but there's something so classical just about gold. About money. Like, I like that. I think that makes the government more evil. But I do like the idea of something else. Maybe they could weaponize gold, or maybe it's something that they could weaponize. It's some kind of power or some kind of secret that they're hiding. I don't know. I need to start writing some of these down. Would defeat the purpose that has the last... that he's the last clan. Okay, Blue Age notes. So right now we have Cyrus as protagonist. Octavia as second protag. Oops. And this is by Regu. Oh my god, I hate autocorrect so much. Regu, your name is regular on my phone. Okay, so what if time is the one they're after? What do you mean? Please read chapter 1 on stream if you have time. Jujutsu. I cannot read manga on stream. That will get me in trouble. And this is not a chill stream. This is a story series stream. So we kind of have we already have our plan for this stream. Sorry, Sohiri Wallet. I will check out Jujutsu though. I will get into that. Don't worry. It's just right now we're trying to do this. This is our focus. So okay, monies can turn good people bad. Indeed. What if... Okay, I think the gold should have some backstory to it. I think so, too. So it seems more important. I agree with you, Quinfon. Time is now their currency. Time is their currency? That's already a story. That's what's that movie? Timeless with... Is it called Timeless? Time something. I don't know. I've seen a movie that has like Justin Timberlake or something in it. It was kind of stupid. That's too much. That's like another layer that's too big to introduce into this. Like, we already have the steampunk thing going for us. Adding that on the mark would just be ridiculous. Like, it's too much. I mean, yeah, there'll definitely be clocks. So Octavia will have red hair and green eyes. Yes, Octavia will have red hair. I like that too, Lev. I think it's cool, but it's just too complicated. Like, I don't think I'm prepared to write something that insane. Like, that's a whole nother story, I feel like, that just being the purpose of it. The government after. I'll put gold in quotation marks. Cyrus sworn to protect. Okay, yeah, this is much better. Was that Regu that thought of the whole gold thing? Let me go back to the beginning. That was pretty early on. Chat, could you help me out? Who thought of the gold idea? I just want to make sure to credit the right person. That was Joshua. That was Joshua. You're totally right. I believe that was Joshua that thought of that. The gold should be the main focus of your story. I agree. I think that see you later, Regu. Make sure to join back in. I'd love to get your opinion on other things that we're writing. You've definitely helped out a lot. Joshua, you thought of the gold idea, right? That was you. Just want to make sure I'm giving credit where credit is needed. I just changed the gold to time. It was me that came up with the gold. Okay, good. I just yeah, because I remember I wrote it in the notebook. I just wanted to make sure. Joshua Bell. Okay. I mean, that's already like a lot for me to write right there. So yeah, I'm going to read the story again. And this time when I read it, I want you guys to legit write more. Like what the next line of dialogue is. And I think, I don't know, I want to do some writing. You know, I want to write with you guys. I want to make sure what I'm writing is okay. So, yeah. Let's do this. Let me go back to the beginning. Quinfon, if you're still here, we're going to be reading through the chapter. I apologize for not getting to you sooner. Just kind of got in the groove of things there. You know, we were kind of brainstorming a lot of cool ideas. So yeah, I'm going to be reading. The story is called Blue Age. To all of you who do not know. So yeah, the story begins. A train rushes by a crowded station. Hustle and bustle mask the sounds of the train's clashing steel as it begins to stop. Run after him! A man in a trench coat shouts as a kid with bright blue hair runs through the crowd of commuters. Damn it, Bosco! You said you had a clear shot! He's too fast! I can't risk hitting a bystander! The kid runs to the edge of the station to hide behind one of its large columns. He pulls out and scrolls through his smartphone. This ought to fool them. Suddenly, his hair goes from blue to brown via his phone. He then casually walks out of the station and into Kingston, a massive city of steel and brick. White clouds shroud and overcast the afternoon sky. The kid looks up, noticing large towers littering the entire city with steam. I need to change that. With steam. He continues onward, entering Broker Square, a space populated with businesses as far as the eye can see. But he soon notices that the two men are still tailing him, so he quickly makes his way out of the crowd and into a music store. Welcome to Musica, friend, a clerk says, as dubstep thumps. He glances out the window, seeing the men pass by and out of his vicinity. Whew, that was too close for comfort. Back outside, the two men stop in the middle of the square. We lost him, he says with anger as he looks towards his partner. All because you were too spineless to shoot him. I was too spineless to accidentally kill an innocent life. If it hadn't been for you jumping the gun back on the train, we'd still be following him. Watch yourself, young blood. You're speaking to a superior officer. And that's it. That's what I have written. That was for Quinfon. I know Quinfon, wanted to be a part of some stuff. So, what is the next line? So we have the Trenchcoat Man, which, by the way, doesn't really need a name. He can stay Trenchcoat Man. We don't have to give everybody names because I don't think he's going to be a very major character. But Bosco is going to reply. He says, "Watch yourself, young blood. You are speaking to a superior officer." And after the blue guy and the girl Octavia meet, they become partners. Wants revenge against the government for killing her family. Ooh! Have them have, similar motives, Like, he's trying to protect this gold because the government is trying to steal it, and she just wants revenge on the government because they killed her family or something. Maybe, like, her family owed money or something. I like that. I like that Octavia would have ties to the government. And in my head, when I was writing this, I was thinking that that Octavia and this kid already knew each other. But I kind of like the idea of them just meeting. I think that could be kind of cool. Okay. Octavia... This is just a note I'm writing. Has ties... No, what's the right phrase? Wants vengeance against the government. The government will be called something too. It's not just going to be called the government. It's going to be some like big organization that like, puppet strings the city and stuff like that. I do want a name for the government as well. Okay, there's a few notes here. So this gold, his clan has it and the government wants it. So what if he needs the gold to do something the government hates? I just can't think of... man, that's tough. That's tough. That's definitely something that I can build on. And after the blue guy... and oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good, Joshua. The government betrayed her family. Something along those lines, yeah. I think that they should meet while the guys find him again, and he helps him hide. What in my head is that what the next thing I was planning on writing is that the detectives, they fail and they go back to base or whatever, and the kid enters an alleyway where he meets Octavia, and Octavia, they already know each other, like they've met before, and they're supposed to meet in Kingston to meet a man at this bar, at this pub, and at this pub this man pulls a weapon out of a mysterious bag, and that is supposed to help them in some way, which isn't really important right now. But I don't know if I want to write Octavia and Cyrus's meeting. I think that they should already know each other. I want to start the story in the middle. I don't want to have to write all this origin kind of stuff. I kind of want to just go forward and just like, let's just write, we can backstory all the other stuff and let's just move forward. I think that's kind of what I want to do. Maybe she was from a different clan too, like to her clan was the one who created the world, but the government stole that world. That's interesting. And killed her whole clan too. Yeah. I want her character to not just be a main love interest, but have good character development too. Of course, Octavia is a second protagonist. The story just begins with Cyrus because that's where the action is. But Octavia is going to be very important to the story. She's not just a love interest. In my head, I wasn't even thinking of her as a love interest. I don't even want her really to be a love interest. But, I mean, that could be funny, having a little comedy bits and stuff like that with Cyrus having a crush on her or something. Okay, but how do you want to introduce her into the story? Again, I kind of mentioned that I just want them to meet up. Like, they were supposed to rendezvous at this certain point in this alleyway or something. And they were supposed to... Then they're supposed to go to this pub and meet this guy. This guy's supposed to have answers for them. So they're going to meet up in this alleyway. It's going to be like, oh, long time no see, Cyrus. Yeah, it's been forever. Did you have any trouble? I'm like, yeah, these detectives were trailing me since the last town over. I had to jump off the train or something like that. And then she's like, oh my goodness, they're getting closer to us. Like something along those lines. Like that's their first encounter in the story. But they've met before. They've done stuff together before. They have a plan. They know what they're doing. So next line, Octavia, I told you to be careful, you idiot. Yeah, I kind of want Octavia to be that character. But, I mean, they're not meeting right now. We still are dealing with the detectives. And I want Bosco, by the way, this one of these detectives, the partner to the Trenchcoat Man. Bosco is important. Bosco, I kind of want to be, like... He works for this government, but he kind of struggles with their ideologies. He kind of struggles with how they see things. He's very, like... Yeah, I'll do what you say, but I don't know. Like, that kind of guy, if that makes sense. He's a good guy. I want him to be a good guy. Like, kind of like a straight man, but still be kind of the bad guy, too. I'm getting, like, I kind of want a little bit of, like, an L vibe going on with his character. A little bit of an L vibe from Death Note, obviously. I like Octavia being the smart one of the two. Absolutely. And I want her to kick ass as well. Like, I want her to use, like, machine guns or something. I want Cyrus to use a sword. I think Cyrus should have a sword. I want Octavia to use guns and then him use a sword. I think that it's a good pairing. Yeah. Based on where you want to begin the story, do you want to reveal her secret immediately or a few chapters later? Okay, Lev. See you later. Thank you for joining in on the stream. Yeah, always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for all the great ideas. Have fun buying badminton stuff. So I think I want Octavia and Cyrus to already know their secrets. Like, they know what's going on. They know that yeah, the government killed her family. Yeah, the government is trying to steal my gold. They already know this, but I don't know if I want that to be revealed to the reader yet. I don't want them to know 100% what's going on until, like, the end of the first chapter. And I don't ever want them to know 100% what's going on, to be honest. I want that to be, like, later, you know? She could be a gunsmith. That's kind of cool. I can dig that. She can, like, take apart guns and, like, put them together, and she, like, makes all these crazy modifications to guns and stuff like that. I like that. That's cool. Let's put the music back on. Yeah, so let's be a little more secretive about them and slowly build up their details. I like that, Quinfon. You're totally right. You're totally right. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. I mean, like, to be totally honest with you guys, I already have so much to go after now. Just after the big gold idea, Cyrus actually having a name, we actually have characters now. Lev is still here. I think that there's definitely a lot for me to write now. Octavia's family was a gunsmith family, and the government wanted them to make guns for them, but her parents said no. That is what the war is. That's totally creates context for the war. Joshua, you're a damn genius. You were totally right. So the government wanted to use their family to make weapons for this war that their family didn't want anything to do with. They didn't want to be a part of this war. They were like pacifists, like, or maybe they're not pacifists. Like, they've made weapons for wars, but this war specifically is like wrong for them. Like, no, we don't believe in your ideology in this battle, so we're not going to make weaponry for you. And the government was like, ain't gonna have it. Sorry, guys. Bang, bang, bang. And then they killed her family because of that. But then it would have to be so, like, her family, Octavia's family, would be, like, super, super skillful in the art of gunsmith. Like, they like, know how to make some high-powered weaponry that other people can't. And now she's, like, you know, maybe she was younger then. This music, why is it so loud all of a sudden? I'm just gonna turn that down. I really like that. I'm legit writing that right now. Like the first few chapters, it should start a bit slow. Yeah. I'm planning on keeping it kind of on the DL for sure. Joshua Bell, the guns that her family should make should be beyond the technology that is currently available. Totally right. Totally right. God, I really... And that creates context for this ongoing war. Man... Rip their souls. Bro, and Octavia watches her family die. That's so sad. I mean, I don't know if... I'm not crazy. Like, we'll see. We'll see how that actual scene goes, how they actually end up dying. And then they swore to avenge their families. So they just have, like, a common enemy, basically. And they both sort of understand each other. They both understand their struggles because they both lost their families to this higher power. So yeah, Octavia's family killed by government. I'm writing this very basically. Due to them not creating weapons for their war. Okay. I'll see you later, Lev. Good to have you here. I don't know what that means. Was a child when her family was killed, but the government kept her alive so that she can make guns for them. Yeah, that could work, definitely. I kind of want, so, like, maybe, like she just got away, and that's what the government is after her because she can make these weapons. She has these secret blueprints. Oh, that's it. Yep, she has the blueprints to these weapons. Or maybe even a specific weapon, like a war-ending weapon, like a nuke or something. She has, like, the blueprint on to make that, or she just knows it. Knows how to make that, and that's why the government is after her, because they want the secret to make this weapon that could end the war, basically, but kill a lot of people. Because she holds the secrets. The secret blueprints. I love a physical thing that they're after. The secret blueprints for a doomsday device. We'll just say that. A doomsday device. Yo. That sounds so scary. So Cyrus's family didn't give up the gold to fund the war, and Octavia's fam didn't supply weapons, and Cyrus is the only one who knows where the gold is to help support the war. And Octavia has this super weapon passed down from gen to generation. Yeah, I kind of like that. I don't know if the gold... There needs to be something there. It can't just... I don't know. Like, there's got to be another thing to it, you know? And I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out, like, what... That's so hard. That's tough. That's tough. I'm not even gonna lie. That's tough. I'll have to think more about that. I think that what happens next is basically Cyrus walking out of the music store and starts saying dark stuff about the government that tells us what he thinks about them. Yeah, I was planning on that happening at the bar, or like when he meets up with Octavia, and also the conversation between Bosco and his partner when they report back to their captain or something like that. Like their captain shows this kind of frustration. He like pounds on the desk, like, "Damn it! Like, how are we ever going to find those secrets or whatever?" You know, your standard world building, your standard sort of tropey. What's the word I'm looking for? Exposition. Just exposition. And Cyrus saved her when she was a child from the government. Maybe. I kind of wanted her to save Cyrus, to be honest. I kind of wanted her to... She's older, she's more capable than Cyrus. Cyrus is kind of like a goofball. He can fight with a sword. He's very skilled with a sword. He can, stand toe-to-toe with some of the government's men, but, like, Octavia is stronger than Cyrus. She's smarter. She's more quick-witted. She knows what she's doing. Good to have you here, Regu. So, we haven't written anything, but we do have some new notes here. So first things first, obviously you came up with the name Cyrus, Octavia, and so yeah, the government is after gold and Cyrus is sworn to protect. Octavia wants vengeance against the government because Octavia's family was killed by the government due to them not creating weapons for their war. Government wants Octavia because she holds the secret blueprints for a doomsday device. Her family, she is a gunsmith, and her family, she was a part of a family of gunsmiths that would create weapons for battles, and their family was like, "No, not anymore, we don't want to do this." And then the government was like, "Well, then you're going to die. We're going to kill you." And she's the last one. She's the last one that has the secret to the doomsday device. Yeah, Cyrus should be more reckless than Octavia. Absolutely. Actually, I was listening to the stream the whole time, but I wasn't able to respond. Oh, cool. Thanks. That's what I thought too. Cyrus could end up being the key ingredient to winning the war, or something like he does have the gold, but he is the gold. Ooh, maybe. Again, like, I want there to be a physical thing. Like, it's for me, when a story is like too big, when it's just like, it was the demon inside, Cyrus, he had the powers. The demon, the spirit inside him is the gold. Like, that's when it gets a little, like, out of reach. I kind of want it to be more gritty, more just like, the government just wants gold to fund a war, or they want this weapon to end the war, to kill thousands and thousands of people. Like, I like it being just like that. But just getting gold to fund a war, like, that seems kind of silly to me. I want the gold to have some kind of purpose. What if the government found, this is, again, just me spitballing here, what if the government had half of the blueprint to make this doomsday device? They've already built half of this doomsday device, and they know that she has the rest of the code, basically. And the doomsday device is made out of gold. That's how it works. It uses gold. So that's why they're after Cyrus. So that way their common enemy, their motives are linked even closer together, because they're basically one and the same. One thing I don't like is how Cyrus has a sword. It just doesn't feel right in a steampunk world. Plus, it seems a bit cliche and overdone to me. Okay. I want Cyrus to be a more physical character, What about a lightsaber? What if he had, like, a weird steam-powered lightsaber kind of deal? The Imperial Army. That's too, like, related to real-life things. I want it to have, like, a weird, like, cool anime name. And it is a cool name, but, like, I don't know. I think that how they met was when Octavia was about to get killed, she found a way to escape and found Cyrus running throughout the place and whatever you guys want to put next. Okay. That works. That totally works. The government is called the Imperial Army. Imperials. I could work on that. That I'm not 100% on, but that could work. That could work. Not worst case scenario, but like that. Yeah, we could call it that. But I still, if there's a cooler name, you know, I want to change it. And Cyrus does not have to have a sword. Cyrus could, you know, he could use martial arts or something, or he could. I'm trying to think of like a cool weapon that like a like a steampunk character would use. Maybe he uses like a pickaxe or something because he would mine gold or something. That could be kind of cool. Like he just has like a pickaxe. What do you guys think about that? Cyrus uses a pickaxe as a weapon. Oh, man. Okay, so Octavia can be like 21 years old and Cyrus can be like 15. I like that. Yeah. I mean, I don't need to write that down. That doesn't need to be like an official like thing in the lore. Like he's 15 something, she's 21 something. I'm sorry, Joshua, but the government name is bad. I don't think it's bad. I just think I want it to be more like I want it to have a more I don't know. Like you know, like in Full Metal Alchemist, there's the Ishvalans. Like, that's Full Metal Alchemist. They're just Ishvalans. Like, that is only in that world. I want this government to only exist in this world. I don't want it to have any relation to anything else. So for the gold, it should be something that has to do with special objects, like smartphones that changed his hair. Yeah, that kind of gets a little weird when I kind of forgot that we even did that. Yeah, maybe that's how gold is used. Maybe gold is the sort of pixelations. Maybe you have to use gold to create these pixelations or something. Or you mean just more like special objects? Maybe the gold that he has is magical. Maybe it has some kind of magical... Maybe it's not even gold. What if it's just like some magical ore? Some really, really rare ore that like has, you know, traits of some, you know, traces of magic into it. Like, what's the word? What's that stuff that people like, plutonium? Like something like that. What if it's like something along those lines? That would make more sense, it being a part of a doomsday device. Maybe it's not gold anymore. I don't think it's gold anymore. I think you're totally right. It should be something else. Like, it should be some kind of rare, not even a real material, like some rare material that only exists in Blue Age's world. Yeah. I like that. And it needs to be blue. I think it should, whatever it is, it should be blue. Maybe that's why it's called Blue Age. Like this weird sort of rock, this magical, like, you know, type of iron that like glows blue. Maybe it has this property that can just dominate the world, and that's why the government is really after it. It's not gold. It's something. I'll create a name for it. We will create a name for it. So yeah. And his family has access to that ore, and his family has a special skill to use that ore to create what the government needs. Maybe. Because then that kind of dips into what, you know, what Octavia's family has done, too. And I don't want I want those to be different, you know, I want them to be different. I don't want, like, oh, we need what, you know, Cyrus's family can build and Octavia's family can build. That's a little repetitious. I think that's just a tad bit repetitious. Cyrus's teacher? Maybe she, like, trains him how to use a gun and, like, trains him how to fight a little bit. But I don't like, teacher, I don't think so. Or you needed the gold or whatever to use the app, like an in-app purchase type of thing. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. You know, this is tough. I don't think we're going to be able to find sort of this answer tonight. I think this is going to be something that we're going to have to build on for a little while. And we don't need to know it right now. You know, like, I don't need this to start writing right now. It's good to know right now, but that's totally something that we could develop later. I think that Octavia should be Cyrus's teacher. I don't know. A knife? You think Cyrus should use a knife? What if... Again, just brainstorming. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm gonna keep writing it, though. And, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to write how the characters meet. Or, like, you know, I'm gonna put these characters together, Octavia and Cyrus. They're gonna be together. I'm gonna write some sort of plot line that what they're trying to do right now, how they're trying to get away from the government or fight the government. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna write next. I wanna start writing, you know. Now, the Agatha Alliance says the name. The Agatha Alliance. Maybe. Maybe. Pocket knife? I don't know what you're referring to, Neko-chan. Are you talking about his weapon? The whole pickaxe weapon is interesting. It's just how... Is that going to fight people who have guns? Exactly. You're totally right. Like, I don't think that's going to work. Makes sense. Yeah, you're totally right. Octavia's family are the ones who invited guns in this world. I agree with you, Regu. I agree with you. You're totally right. We're in sort of a more grounded kind of reality, and not one where, like, you can deflect bullets with a pickaxe. Like, I don't think that can happen in this world. Okay. What if I can't... Okay, I think I might have just had a little breakthrough. What if Cyrus knows magic? And what if this gold, this power, is a long time ago, in the ancient days, magic existed. Like, that was a big thing. And then families like Octavia's and many, many others sort of revolutionized things. You know, the Steam Age, the Iron Age, kind of changed the world, and magic was kind of forgotten. But Cyrus's family specifically continued their teachings in magic. And Cyrus, although never got to finish his teachings because the government eventually found out what he was trying to, what they were doing, found out about that power, this ancient power that they had, and wanted to exploit it. And this ore, this sort of gold, again, quote unquote, was the key to that power, and the government wanted that. So that family tried to hide it. They successfully hid it, but they all died in the process. They were all killed in the process, and Cyrus got away. Wasn't able to finish his training, so he's like a rookie novice. No one can teach him because nobody else knows magic, so he just knows like a couple little spark spells or something like that. Maybe he could like shoot a tiny little fireball or something like that. And there are ways that the government has kind of exploited other types of magic, like with the cell phone kind of thing. Like, that is magic. It's like old magic that's been sort of introduced in the new world. And that's... Yeah. That's... People actually die in this world. Oh, yeah, people die. There will be deaths, for sure. And the government is sort of... This is kind of like a Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of thing. Because the government is after this magic, but, like, the people, and, like, Bosco, who works for the government, is like, are you sure this even exists? Like, we're hunting after a kid. there's a lot of skeptics, you know, in this world that are like, I don't believe in magic. You know, magic is just things that are used for cell phones, for, you know, changing my clothes on the go. Like, that's basically it. It's not for, like, you know, starting a war or something like that. But when they find the blueprints to Octavia's weaponry, it uses this magical force to work. And that's how the government knows the secret, basically. That was totally a joke, but seriously, we can do a sword, but one more amped up, like, with magic or steampunk power. And Octavia is totally a dual gun. Oh yeah, absolutely. I could draw up some weapons too, Fumi. Totally. Totally. Yeah. I hope that the magic thing is okay, guys, because that's probably what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be very light. It's not like Harry Potter. It's not gonna be like Naruto jutsus or anything like that. It's gonna be very, like, realistic, kind of grounded, more that kind of magic. And, like, Cyrus is an amateur, too. Like, he doesn't know 100% all about it, so he's kind of, like, reluctant to even use it. For now, we should focus on the story that's happening now. Exactly. I agree with you. I'm not even going to lie, BB. This actually was an isekai in the beginning. My first draft of this story, of Blue Age, was an isekai. It's completely different, though. It had nothing to do with these characters or anything. It wasn't steampunk or anything like that. I just thought, I should do an isekai. But that just felt so cheap. It just felt so cheap, so I chose not to. No, this is not an isekai. This is the real world. And yeah, Octavia will dual wield, like, two, like, kind of like machine guns, like like one-handed machine guns, like submachine guns. It'd be like Uzis or like you know, just some type of, you know, small SMG. But they look very steampunk-esque kind of world, you know. I mean, they shoot bullets, but, like, I don't know, they just have, like, cool design, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, the cell phones I want it to be different. You know, I don't want it just to be steampunk. I want it to have kind of an edge. I want it to have this sort of futuristic kind of vibe, this magical kind of vibe. I want it to be weird. Like, this is a weird story. You know, it's a bunch of weirdos writing it, so that's how it's gonna go. But anyway, I wanted to keep this around 90 minutes. I didn't want to go over. I didn't want to have a super large stream. I wanted to you know, I want people to watch the VOD of this. This is, you know, Story Series Episode 2. I wanted it to be... I'm going to, you know, streamline this kind of stuff, and I don't want to, you know, go on for 4 or 5 hours talking about it. So I think I'm going to wind the stream down now. And the sword lights up with magic, which brings on the attention of the government. Maybe, yeah. Octavia looks like a supermodel? I don't know about all that. I always thought she kind of looked a little dirty. You know, she has, like, messy hair. Maybe she wears, like, glasses. They're always smudged. She's, you know, gunsmith. She shouldn't look like a supermodel. She should look like a gunsmith. I mean, she's going to be pretty. She's going to be kawaii des for sure. But, like, I don't know. I don't know if I want her to have that kind of aesthetic. I kind of want her to be a little more, you know, she's not afraid to get her hands dirty. She's got dirt under her nails. She's that kind of girl. But she's cute, though. I want her to be cute. So who is drawing this? Anybody. We're not creating a manga here. It's going to be, that's something that I feel like just was not made. You know, I don't know. Like, a lot of people think that I'm, like, writing a manga here. It's not an actual manga. It's just me writing. We're just writing a story, and there's going to be fan art. That's it. That's all there is. I will be showing off fan art in a series of videos and a series of streams. That's all there is to it. It's just fan art. So if you want to pick up a pencil and draw what you think Cyrus looks like, or draw Octavia, what you think she looks like, or draw, you know, this world, this Kingston, this giant city, or, you know, maybe you want to draw weapons like BB does, like, do it. Go ahead. Tweet at me and I will put it in one of these videos and we will talk about it. I feel like Octavia should have a muscular build since she's a gunsmith. Yeah, she should be kind of like, you know, she's gonna kick ass. You know, she can fight hand to hand too. Like, her father, like, taught her how to defend herself. She's a very tough girl. Like, she grew up in the hard life. Maybe even, like, in poverty too. Like, that could be something. Like, her family was kind of like very poor, and the government, that's why they took money from the government to make these weapons in the first place. But now they had enough, kind of deal. Like, we need to just figure out how to fend for ourselves and not take the government's handouts and have us be responsible for the lives of millions being lost. So yeah. You would pay for this anime? Well, let's wait. It's not an anime yet. We only have legit like 2 minutes of writing. So okay, so I'm gonna wind the stream down. I think that's pretty much it from me. Thank you guys very, very much for all of your crazy awesome ideas. BB, Joshua Bell, Quinn Fan, Regu, Neko-chan, of course, Lev Ortiz as well. There's a couple of other people in here, I think. Swahili. There's someone named Swahili in here earlier. Sohiri Walid. Sorry, not Swahili. Thank you all very much for joining in on this stream. It was an absolute blast. We talked about some crazy stuff. I have lots of ideas now. So yeah, I'm gonna keep writing. I will post stuff on Twitter. I will post questions on Twitter. If you guys are interested, if you really want to get the day-to-day updates on Blue Age, then you can hit me up on Twitter. That's where you're going to be sending the fan art to. So I'll retweet that stuff, and I will of course insert it in my streams as well. Yeah, my Twitter account is Fumensho Tweets, at Fumensho Tweets. You can find it in the description of all of my videos, and that's where you can get the information on the series and what I'm currently writing. And I'll also ask questions there on specific things that I might be stuck on and things like that. There will be another story series entry next week. Sometime next week. There will definitely be another stream next Saturday, so look forward to that. I'll probably upload a video where I talk specifically about a subject that I need an answer to, and then we'll go from the comments from there. So yeah, I will try to write a lot more. I'm gonna have a lot more done. That's a Fumensho promise right there. So that way we have a lot more to build on. Could be weird, could be good, bad. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I think that Octavia should have a best friend who is a girl too. Maybe. I haven't even thought about there's going to be another like a cast of characters, like a rebellion sort of group. I'm guessing where there's going to be multiple characters, like cool characters that. So yeah, there could be a girl there that she's like a friend with or something. I don't know. I really want Cyrus and her to be best friends, to be honest. I want it to be about their relationship and them, just going through thick and thin, trying to fight off the government. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you all very, very much again for joining. It was an absolute pleasure. It was an absolute blast. I'm just really tired right now all of a sudden. This is exhausting. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more story series. Stay tuned for Twitter updates and stuff like that. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.